What's happening, everybody? We are ready to get this party started. What's going on? Of course, as usual, we are running on Delilah HD time. This girl is always late. No, I'm lying. It was actually
You know you lying.
no, it was actually it was all day, taking all damn day. I don't know what he was doing. He was lurking somewhere, probably eating on some shrimp or some scampi chitlins, whatever the hell he be eating. He eats a little bit of everything. He's baby Huey around here. So anyway, man, let's go ahead and get this party started, man. We got the usual suspects, and we also brought somebody else back from last week's show. So let's go ahead and start with him. Give yourself a warm welcome for Fonzarelli. He was having that crazy ass name, Eat Me, and all that crazy stuff. We just gonna call you Fonzarelli tonight. What's up, man? What's happening?
Hey, what's up? Thanks for having me again. And you can call me Jay. Fonzarelli, don't matter. Yeah, my channel is Everything According to Me. I do 90% game-related topics, and I seem to piss a lot of people off, but whatever. Check it out or don't. Doesn't matter to me. Just check this show out, though, for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Check this show out for sure. So now we're moving on down the line. Man, we're going to go ahead and get it popping with my girl Delilah HD. Say what's up to everybody.
What's going on, people? Glad to be here. Still Xbox line, Xbox. Listen to me, Xbox 448 line. You know what's going on, people? Yeah. But anyway, nobody caught that. It is what it is.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah. Let's go.
Oh, all right. Yeah, this is gonna be a goofy ass show tonight, man. I could already tell this is gonna go be crazy. But we're gonna go move on to the next lady in the house. What's going on, Lady Infamous? What's happening with you?
Hello, everyone. This is me, Lady Infamous 415, Grown Women Gaming, IntermediateGamer.com. And I'm ready to talk about these games because we got some nice, interesting subjects tonight.
Yeah, very interesting. And then, last but not least, well, I don't even know where he's at now. He just disappeared. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just move around. Where are you at all day? Where you at? See what I'm saying? That boy be gone, man. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna jump on to the topics. Get straight to it. First off, man, there's a lot of topics, but let's start with this Controllergate thing that's going on. We've been seeing a lot of there was an article from The Verge that was basically talking about how Xbox is in trouble, that it's really struggling, it doesn't have a lot of games. Been seeing some videos. We just seen a video just recently that was basically saying that the Xbox is more concerned of bringing out controllers than they are bringing out games. So, Delilah, man, what do you think about this? Is this the media just tripping, or is there something about this?
I mean, they got short-term memory. I mean, you had Forza, you had Gears. You know, I mean, you didn't see articles like this about Sony and how they're in trouble for that little drop they had in the holidays. We know that these things go in cycles. So I don't understand that, but it is what it is. I mean, I feel like, and I put it on my Twitter account. You know, I didn't really specify who I was talking about, but I feel like it's defamation of a brand. Like they're trying to devalue the Xbox brand for whatever reason, or because for clicks. I mean, they're gonna appeal to the most popular crowd, so it is what it is.
Right. Yeah, it's really crazy. I'm not understanding what's the problem behind this. It's bizarre. So, Lady Infamous, what do you think about this? I mean, is this a big deal? Is there anything wrong with this? What's going on?
Personally, it's like this with me. You know what I mean? I don't care what the media says about Xbox, Microsoft brand, because you know what? I've been constantly giving them my money for the last 6-7 years. So they got to be doing something right, you know, personally with me. You feel me? So yeah, we got some issues, but like the lighter said, it do run in cycles. It will be our time to shine, and let them talk. Yeah, the more things I see on the internet and about these big, you know, internet journalism type of websites really trashing Microsoft like that, it hurts me because I'm like, damn, I be grinding with them and they cool with me. Why y'all not cool with us? You know what I mean? And
Right.
it really don't. It's look, as long as we gonna get some good games. Good shit takes time. Bad shit gets rushed. And as we all know, when things get rushed, things get missed, and there's flaws and shit. So I'm willing to take my time with it.
Right.
I agree completely. I mean, it makes me feel like I no longer have an outlet I can go to for Xbox. Like, because everybody appealed to the other side. So it's like I no longer have nowhere to go for like things that I want to appeal to me. So that's why I rely on the podcasts, everybody streaming, because none of these major outlets, the big sites or whatever, are, cater to me. So that's all.
Right. It is crazy. It's pretty out there in my opinion. But Fonzarelli, we know that you're primarily the PlayStation guy. You might have a different approach about this. What is your take on this?
Well, first and foremost, we know that drama sells here on YouTube. That's number one. So anytime they're gonna, pick on somebody, they're always gonna pick on that little guy, And in this case, it is Microsoft this gen, unfortunately. I hate to see companies be so behind, but I think they can make a comeback. But with this situation, I think most people are looking at it from a brand loyalty perspective, or at least the Xbox crowd. And I understand that. I mean, you got loyalty to your console, to your, you like your games on the Microsoft side, and that's cool.
Catalog, achievements, ecosystem. I mean, it's everything.
Yeah.
Controllers.
And that's why I'm on the PlayStation side this gen, because that's where my friends are. That's where everything, that's where I've been doing most of my gaming. So I get all that, but at the same time, like when you look at it from a perspective where I own all the major consoles, and all my friends do as well, and we're primarily on the PlayStation.
So do we though. But
no. Yeah. But this is where I'm saying the brand. This is where I'm saying when you prefer something, you look at the other side a bit differently. So from my perspective and from my friend's perspective, we're looking at it like, okay, you had your Gears, which, it was a good game, but I personally, and this is all subjective, it's all video games, but I prefer most of the single player exclusives on the PlayStation side. I think I get a better experience there most of the time. Yeah. And I think that, on the Xbox side, they tout the racers and stuff because Forza is a great game, but a lot of people don't like racers. So, I mean, that can't really be pushed, to the top as a great exclusive.
Well, I got to disagree with you on that point because Gran Turismo is the number one selling game on PlayStation. Portal Rock will be the first one to tell you that. And I
get that. I'm talking just from my perspective.
Okay. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's all I'm talking about. Like, I can't speak for everybody, but when I look at the situation this gen, because last gen I was all about the 360 because first, they had most of the best, performing games, and then they also had games. They had a ton of games, and PlayStation, unfortunately, they were lacking here and there for me in my personal taste. So, but this gen, man, I'm sorry. When I look at it, I do kind of agree partly with these, with some of the media out there saying, okay, it is kind of dry on the Xbox side. I have to agree with that to a point. Now, when they throw the extra jabs in and stuff, that's all unnecessary, ridiculous. Trying to throw in a controller and bring that up as a conspiracy of some sort. Look, they're pushing controllers and not games. Who cares? If a peripheral sells, who cares if it sells there? They're making money. Microsoft is making their money there. So how are you going to blame a company for making money? Geez, the games are going to come. I know they will, but yeah, it is a bit dry for me right now.
Okay. Well, that's definitely fine.
That's fair.
No. It's definitely fair. No, I wasn't going to dispute anything that he was saying. I was just, from my take of it, I find it to be problematic because PlayStation had their dry spell, and it seemed like nobody wants to talk about that. And it wasn't even, we know 2015 was really dry, but 2016 was a disappointing dry, because if you go back and you look at the games that they had, it was, it was Uncharted, you had Street Fighter, you had No Man's Sky, you had Ratchet and Clank, you had King of the Fighters, The Last Guardian, and whatever else filler that was in there, like Dragon Quest Builders, and I think there was a Dragon Quest Heroes. Those games didn't. There was only what, 2 games that did well.
I agree with you. You named some dogs in that list, in my opinion, that I didn't care for. But here's the thing: when you look at brand loyalty, or just playing on a certain, if you prefer a certain console, because I don't want to sit there and tag everybody as a fanboy, because I don't consider myself a fanboy of the PlayStation at all, because I like games that, whatever the game comes out on and it performs best, that's where I'm going. So when you look at it and you look at all those games you mentioned, and you look at Xbox side, and you've got Recore, which wasn't so hot in my opinion. You've got Sunset Overdrive. Again, I didn't care for it. But if you're on that side and you're mostly playing on that side, you have multiplats to tide you over. And we have a ton of multiplats out there that are amazing games. So both sides have that. So you get clouded in your judgment when you look at the situation, because you're always playing games. So you don't look at it that way. You say, well, damn, we just had Gears of War a few months ago, and I've been playing my Xbox nonstop since then because I've got other games. People do the same thing on the PlayStation side. It's the media, when they push it the way they do, it's kind of ridiculous, because they're blindsided. They're looking at all the multiplats that everybody's been playing and having fun with. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's, and I agree to a certain extent, but the difference between PlayStation games, the difference between Xbox games, is that there's more longevity with the games that Xbox provide, because they're heavy on multiplayer. And I don't like the fact that you had articles that were saying it was a smart idea for PlayStation to have this sparse moment, but then while everything is being quiet right now, because I think we all know that Xbox is waiting until E3 to reveal a whole bunch of stuff. So I think that it's one of those things to where I'm like, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? But not when it comes to Xbox. I'm not understanding this. I mean, if PlayStation was giving out a whole array of controllers this generation, it would be looked at as, oh, they're smart, they're business savvy, they're not only bringing out content, but they're also bringing in revenue because people love this new hot item. I mean, this is crazy.
I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, you got to look at it as the PlayStation has dominated this generation. So they're picking on the little guy, and they're going to continue to do that until they pick themselves up. And honestly, that's not what the media is supposed to do, though.
Yeah,
that's not what the media is supposed to do.
I don't need the media to be TMZ. I need them to be like unbiased.
But unfortunately,
thank you.
TMZ sells. This stuff.
But see,
that's the problem.
That's why I said they're not for me then.
Yeah, they're not for me. They shouldn't be for any real gamer.
But what it really boils down to is the people that eat that shit up and run with it. That is the problem within the gaming community. A lot of overly sensitive people out there. They just need to get a grip and understand that the media is this way, and not run with every little single thing they talk about, because this Controllergate is just bullshit. Like, who cares? It's a new controller. Buy it or not. It doesn't matter.
Right. And that's the thing. Now, if it was just basically, basically just saying, well, look, here's another controller. Is it necessary? I can understand that. But to go in to say this because they're struggling and they got controllers, it's out of control. All day I see you back in here. Go ahead. Say what's your point.
So, but you got to think about it this way. When it's dry right now, when it's a little dry spell with these past 3 months, PlayStation having all these releases, when you hear Xbox people just waiting on the edge of their seat, you know what I'm saying? So when there's it's a controller, okay, it's highlighted. You know what I'm saying? We want to see games. everybody does. We can't. I mean, controllers are cool, but I mean, we know what we really want. You know what I mean?
I just think it's a.
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying. It's just highlighted just because the lack of games right now. And, I mean, we got to wait till E3. We understand that, but I mean, it is what it is, man. Fuck the controllers, though.
Well, that's cool. But I'm just tripping out. This is one of those things that I'm like, where was this same type of rhetoric when the PlayStation was being sparse? Remember when Naomi Kyle went off on it was last year, and she went off on the fix and saying, well, we're kind of wanting some games, Sony. I mean, she didn't say that verbatim, but she said it in that song, saying it was basically dry over there, and they took her off of the fix. They started having a whole bunch of people on the fix. I was trying to look for that video, and I couldn't find it.
You know why?
Why?
PlayStation was already in the lead already. PlayStation was it was already on the pedestal already. So they're gonna give it a pass.
Nah, that's bullshit though. That's what I'm saying. That's not being.
Oh yeah, it's bullshit.
That's not true journalism, man. And that's the point.
It hasn't been true journalism about in a decade now.
Yeah, we don't have.
You can't.
Video game.
You can't consider the journalism anyway. They're a little bit more kind of humor, kind of focused. I'm talking about like legit press release people who talk about press releases and supposed to be legit journalists. Not the no. The no to me is completely different. They can do whatever they want. They do a lot of comedy based skits and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they pull a lot of bogus. They pull a lot of bogus articles off Twitter too.
And another thing that tripped me out though with them is that they do kind of sway the crowd a little bit because they do have such a huge reach, and so that's probably the only thing. But you can't really blame them for that either. I mean, that's just how they're able to.
Like I was saying, at the end of the day, it depends on how you take that news. Do you run with it, or do you understand that it's just bullshit? That they're just trying to get views and clicks.
Yeah, that's fact. Right.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
Okay, there you are. Okay, you was quiet. I was expecting to hear some crazy shit from Livewire. Anyway, the bruh man of the GRG podcast, what do you have to say about this, Live?
About the media with the whole media controller, whatever bullshit. Well, they gotta eat, I guess. That's what it is. they gotta eat, so they're like, look, you know what? Microsoft is. They only get clicks for two things. They get clicks for good Sony news, and they get clicks for bad Xbox news. So they gonna just fucking beat that shit into submission until motherfuckers stop clicking on that shit. Until Xbox dudes stop clicking on it to be upset about it, and until PlayStation dudes stop clicking on it because they're bored of hearing the same shit. We're like, yeah, I get it. Xbox doesn't have no games. I get it. No, I get it. No, I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now what? Can we get something else? Like, what else is there? Can we get some real news?
Yeah, True. You know what my fear is, bro? Honestly, with some real shit. I think even when Xbox does come out with a dope title, it's still gonna get knocked.
They already did.
They already have. They've been coming out with dope titles.
Super dope, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
Quantum Break is crazy.
They were talking about Quantum Break as though it was nothing. Like, and that's another point that I want to make because it's going to tie into the next question.
Before they even play it, like that's the part that killed me. Like, you didn't even
yeah. I'm like, if this was on the PlayStation,
hey, Mega, you remember when Angry Joe, when he was playing Quantum Break, he was falling asleep in his chair. He's like, oh.
Yeah, like
I was like, come on.
I'm like, come on, man. But then, he was having his ass touting the PlayStation VR. Oh, this is so amazing. I haven't seen anything else that man has done with the PlayStation VR.
He hasn't reviewed any more Xbox titles at all either.
No, he was a 360 guy too.
Forza at all, like. He's clearly not. He just doesn't. He only pick on the bad stuff or funny what he finds negative. That's it.
Think about it.
He got to pay the bills.
Did he do Gears? I think he did Gears, right?
I don't know.
Never did Gears. Never did Ori the Blind Forest.
He's not gonna do any good game. I'm sorry.
You know why? Because it's PlayStation dudes come to his channel now. Yeah, he was a 360 guys, and 360 guys went there, but now that PlayStation was popular, and he got a lot of.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Yeah, that's why they say rarity.
It's like most gamers out there are starting to do now. They're replacing the Xbox with PC, bro. That's just fact.
I mean, but
I don't even believe that into the sense because of the fact that it's too complex. This is, maybe you've been just listening to a lot of PlayStation people here lately.
I think you're in denial, bro.
I'm not in denial because if that's the case, if people are going out there to get PCs, it's not because it's just the Xbox. It's because of the PlayStation as well, and the Nintendo as well. So,
you know what I mean?
But
if they can play anywhere, there's no point. I mean, it's a super duper option now, bro.
I think when you say that though, you devaluing the quality of a console. Like nobody. I don't want to sit behind a computer all the time and play.
Yeah, that was a really. I understand it, but that was an ignorant statement just because of the mere fact. Because if people have problems knowing how to play with their console, what the hell do you think that they're going to do when they get on the PC? They're going to go straight back to the console.
Especially if you live with people
that's Microsoft dashboard though. Like, what do you really have to do besides download it and play it? No,
there's a lot of people that play consoles that don't even mess with PCs, except for only to maybe if they're working. They don't.
What I'm saying is like my mom or my dad. Let's go with my dad.
Yeah.
This man is in his 60s, right? Imagine if I decided to make my PC the home entertainment. This man would literally try to choke me the fuck to death because he can barely play solitaire without somebody assisting him. So how the fuck is he going to be able to operate a goddamn PC in the home living room? You know what I mean? Like, that's where the console, like Xbox makes that shit so seamless to the point, like, you literally just gotta press the button and it automatically goes to television. Mm-hmm. So even though the console's on, everything's going on, he doesn't even see it because he doesn't. If I left it on the fucking what was it, the home screen where you see the picture, you'd be like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on? Why do you leave this shit? I'm like, Dad, just press the button, go to no. I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'm like, I'll just have it set for y'all, automatically goes to TV, then y'all good. Because people, like, not everybody who wants to play games doesn't always live with other gamers. I mean, K-Mega, you do, but my wife, listen,
K-Mega lives in a treehouse.
Listen, my wife does not play games like that. You know what she likes as far as games? Telltale games. Those are games to her. Because she can follow the story, and it's not very hard to use the controller. Like shit like that. So consoles will always have its position. Yeah. And I don't think most people. You sit in your living room. Do you really want a big ass PC? Like, if motherfuckers is complaining about the OG Xbox, where the fuck is you putting the
power
PC?
Bricks and stuff like that.
Yeah, where the fuck are you putting the PC?
All the wires coming out of PC. But you complaining about a power brick.
Now, if you're living in a man cave, that's different.
They have a lot of slimline PCs now that are super powerful, bro.
Yeah, I know, but at the same time, you still got that wire in the back.
And you still got lag, like Steam has this have this little
wire, a mouse wire.
Yeah, Steam has this one individual thing that goes there. It's crazy.
There's so much.
I think they be picking us to pick.
Look, you can get anything. Listen, you could build a fucking car that's better than a Ferrari, but do you really want to do that? Like, all the fucking work that you gotta go that goes into even doing that shit on your own. Yeah, it'd be cheaper, but that's just gonna be a lot of fucking research. You know what I mean? Like, who's really trying to do that shit? After all the hours and fucking money that you done spent in that, you might as well just fucking saved up for a goddamn Ferrari. You see what I'm saying?
Especially
like, this shit is...
with the type of industry that's kind of dominant with the mobile and everything like that. That's seamless for them. That's how I look at consoles the same way. It's a seamless transition to high fidelity gaming. Mm-hmm. You don't have to worry about processors and hard drives, etc. Yeah. Like, you don't have to think about any of that. You can put the game in and play. Download.
I tried PC gaming a couple years back, and I quickly found out I didn't like it. Went back to console.
Yeah, exactly.
You also can't be a tech dopehead.
Yeah, and then some games don't even have full controller support. Like, they have partial control. Like, I bought Nier Automata, right, for PC because I wanted to play it with my Elite controller, the beautiful, nice Elite controller, right? And it has partial controller support for some things. Like, I was so surprised and shocked to see that. I'm like, man, dang, well, I gotta press space for something, or I gotta use my mouse to click on something. Like, I just want to use my controller. So I mean, I see the value in the console. So when people say, "Oh, I'm going to PC," man, they either just blowing smoke or they just trying to troll.
Yeah,
But I,
Yeah.
mean, I don't doubt that it happens. I mean, but I don't think it's a huge percentage. I don't think it's like everybody gonna get PCs and da da da.
Nah,
Nah.
and plus they're making the most revenue out of everything. So
Right.
Right. Yeah, no,
I see
it's
more
crazy.
people buying laptops than I see actual personal computers.
yeah, a lot of laptops. You know what I mean?
And them shits ain't having no damn extra unless you can about to pay some fucking guap for a fucking souped up laptop.
That's
That shit
right.
ain't gonna be no $400. Fuck that.
Yeah, and
It's gonna
and
be
you
like
gotta think
$3
about
grand.
what the position I'm coming from. I mean, I play on PC. I play VR on PC with Oculus. So I mean, I know what it's like on both ends. I don't, what I mean, I don't discriminate. I play on everything, but it just trips me out when people try to use that as an argument.
Right, it's absolutely crazy. I don't understand it either. And don't forget about the games that you have to buy from on the PC and they don't work. I mean, who do you call? I mean, who are you gonna call to fix it? Yeah, like I mean, yeah, I gotta call my tech guy. You know what I'm saying? That's the only person that you could talk to. And then there's some people that just don't want to go through the hassle of reading somebody's
Yeah, it's
giving
the age,
input.
it's the age of the Wallies, man.
No,
They don't have to
no, it's
update
not.
those
Look,
AMD,
people
what is it,
want,
AMD drivers?
yeah, people want things now, and they want it quick, and they want it efficient.
lazy.
Yeah, well, people may be lazy, but your whole point was saying that people are moving to the PC in droves because they're afraid of. Well, not afraid because Xbox has Play Anywhere, or the PlayStation is having PlayStation Now, etc. That's not
But
the
they
case.
forced it optional. They forced it, bro. Like
It's
they
not a
forced-
forced option.
What
That's
are you
more
talking
options
about?
is great.
It's just an option.
Isn't it an option? It's an option, right?
You said it's a forced option. How is it
Oh, no,
forced?
no,
It's,
Okay.
you don't have to get an Xbox at all.
Okay, but you don't have to get a PC. People,
Exactly.
console
That's what I'm
console
Check
players
this out, though.
are
Check this
console
out, though.
players.
So with PC though, can you get the Can you get the games with Go games?
No,
Yeah,
No.
you can.
no, you
Can
cannot.
How?
Why
The
can't you? When you have it.
360? You can play the 360 on the PC?
No, I said no.
I thought not.
Yeah, you got quiet on that.
No, I didn't. I said you can't.
So, what is that?
Can we go to the next subject? What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Y'all talking about me? What's that sounds in the back?
I don't know, man. That's some crazy shit going on. I have no idea what
we
that
ain't
was.
worried about no 360 games. Fuck 360.
Really? I mean, I'm saying you're saying fuck 360, but
It
backwards
depends on what
compa-
games are.
Wait.
I didn't buy an Xbox One to play 360 games, bro.
I gotta.
But
Yeah.
you speaking for yourself though.
Right, you
That's
speaking
what
for
I'm
yourself.
I did.
Yeah, like
the Splinter Cell
what are you
dropped
talking
on
about?
Friday.
yeah. Yeah,
played
you
the-
trying too hard tonight to try to put out some spin. But I mean, bruh, if that was the case, if gamers wasn't giving a damn about
They'll be asking for
360
Black
games,
Ops 2 and
yeah,
stuff,
the
et
people
cetera.
wouldn't be asking for these games in the droves. And it's not like it's about 4,000 or 5,000 people. We're talking about it was
Millions.
millions of people asking for Black Ops 2, and they're asking for Ninja Gate, and they ninja for Street Fighter.
I'm looking for
That's all the
Black
people.
Ops 2.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the
looking for
swap
Black
meet
Ops 2.
shoppers.
Right? See, listen to that. See, so
Oh damn!
so
That's
anyway.
the bargain bin people.
Yeah, but bargain bin,
That's
huh?
another example.
Well, what do you think PC gamers are? They bootleg they shit.
Homeless.
They,
They're homeless.
oh my god. So PC people are homeless. Yeah, you on another level tonight. You trying to be bad heel tonight. You tripping.
Another example to give you, like you ponder on, is think about Red Dead Redemption when that dropped. Even when it was leaked, the sales for it went up 300%.
Yeah.
Like you cannot say that it's not of value.
But don't you have? But don't you have the games on your 360?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, but
Some people want it digitally, or some people want it, that kind of thing.
The other thing we gotta remember, some of the people that are playing on Xbox now, these motherfuckers wasn't old enough or born by the time that those games came out.
True.
I mean, like,
that's perfect for
10-year-olds and
them.
shit.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I
That's
haven't
great
heard
for them,
that.
though.
I never
All
thought
right.
about that.
So
They
okay.
even know the greatness of Black Ops 2 and they beautiful.
Oh, you and that Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Oh man.
gonna
Anyway.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Let's move on to the next.
I'm gonna give you my old 360.
Let's move on to the next
No,
topic.
I
Let's
got
move on to the
one.
next
I got
topic.
one.
She want that screen capture and
Yeah.
the RPGs that come
Oh,
along.
You don't want to have to play that shit.
Yeah.
That's why I don't play. I want to play Crackdown, the first one.
The
But that's
Xbox
just on
had
Xbox.
to it.
Yeah.
Man.
The 360, man. So.
All right.
Man.
Well, I want to
I got
piggyback
a
a little bit
question.
off of the other, it's kind of like it was going to be the first topic, but it was this list, and it went everywhere. That's why I thought it wasn't fake. But thanks to Fonzarelli and some other people that just stated that this list was fake, that was leaked out. Supposed to be PlayStation's E3 list, and the games look crazy. Like this would be like a slobber knocker of, and then Xbox would have to really show and prove. That's why I wanted to make it the first topic. Yeah, this shit was I was going old school with that. This was a powerful list. But now since we know it's fake, how
That's a lot of fucking money though.
Yeah,
Bro,
but
that fake list seems accurate as shit, man.
well, that's what I was going to say. Do this list really seem like it's that fake, or is there some possibility that they're going to have some of these titles in there?
Well, yeah, they're gonna have some of them. Yeah.
I thought it was proven that a NeoGAF user made that list, but it doesn't matter because you're right. Some of that list does look like it's actually going to be, part of the show. I mean, obviously, some of those games they are going to be shown,
Right.
but games like there was one on the list, Resistance 4. I haven't even heard about that.
Yeah.
That's a big one. That's a big
Yeah.
one.
But people shitted on Resistance. I loved Resistance. I thought Resistance was great.
Yeah, anytime you got a chance to get a sequel, I mean, people are gonna gravitate towards that.
Right,
It's like, man, it could be better because they played it. It was great. It's like how I feel about Rise. Rise was great. I think it could be better. So if I get a sequel, if I hear about a sequel, I'll be excited. I mean, it's a natural kind of reaction, in my opinion.
Next reaction, right? So
I can tell you. Oh, go ahead. 'Cause
No,
I'm looking
ahead.
at the list, right, and it says Call of Duty Chemical Warfare. That's some bullshit. I know they ain't right.
That's
Yeah.
not fake,
The
right?
most garbage name. And then now Star Wars Battlefront 2. I might fuck with that. You know what I mean? Red Dead Redemption 2. That's the thing with me. If you got multiple consoles and you see a game like Red Dead Redemption 2, you got to get it on your preferred console.
Also,
But
right.
some other shit, like on some, I'm looking for like PlayStation exclusive to see what games will interest me that I don't have with the Xbox. But
here's from a guy
Go
that's
ahead.
When I look at that list and I see some of those games like those multi-plats, Red Dead 2, I'm a big fan of Red Dead Redemption.
I am as well.
Here's the thing though, I'm probably going to get it on the Scorpio because it's probably going to be better on the Scorpio than the PS4 Pro. So
listen to that.
I mean, seriously, that's where I'm going to gravitate to. In a single player experience, man, it's Scorpio all day.
Yeah, because that PS4 Pro's a fucking half step, bro.
Yeah, and it's great. Don't get it twisted. It's a great system, but if the Scorpio comes out and it's got all those bells and whistles people are talking about, man, it's a no-brainer. You're gonna have to buy those single-player experiences on the Scorpio. I think if you don't buy it on the Scorpio, I mean, why are you gonna buy it on the Pro? What for?
Right. Well, the people will still. That's what I'm saying. I love what Xbox is doing. They're putting PlayStation fanboys in a corner. It's going to, from all the talk, from everything, from the power, all of that, it's going to just come down to the games. And I'm telling you this right now. Yeah, and it's about time. And I'm telling you this right now. If you look at the track record from Microsoft, what they've done from the beginning of this generation till now, and you put out the PlayStation games from the beginning to now, Xbox is going to win that. It's just a fact. I mean, the media. Look, this was tripping me out. Persona 5. How many did it sell in Japan? I think it was the number one selling game in Japan, right? But I think it was only like close to like 500,000, almost maybe close to 1 million. I don't know. It was good for sales there. But we all know that Persona 5 is not going to sell well in the United States. We all know this. Mm-hmm. They're already giving Persona 5 a 9 out of 5. I mean, a 9 out of 10, a 9.5. There's even some people.
It's not even out yet.
They're already it's been out in Japan for a while, for I think about a year.
Maybe a good game. You don't know that.
I like Persona, but I'm saying that's that's a definite niche title. They're over here saying that this game is already better than Final Fantasy 15.
Haven't sold well, but
You can't say this game or that game is better if it hasn't even come out yet. I mean,
that's what these tabloids say. I'll show it to you guys when we get off, because I was going to make a video about it. Like, you got to be kidding me.
Let me address somebody in the comments there. Lethal Papa, he's asking, did I say that the game Red Dead 2 is going to probably look better on the Scorpio? Well, no, I said it's probably going to be better overall. But here's the thing about that: you got to remember parity. I hope that they
see UWP.
That parity.
Well, yeah, I think they can't do it because of the UWP.
Yeah, that's shit.
They already automatically have access to PC.
And I think the only thing that's going to give Microsoft an edge, a super edge, is that UWP, bro. Honestly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I do think there would have been a lot of parity.
You know that game's going to come to PC at some point, so it doesn't make any sense. It wouldn't make sense for them to fucking build 2 different games, one for PC and one for the Xbox, when you could just do all 3 for the Xbox, Scorpio, Xbox One, all in one. Why would you separate it all? Like, this shouldn't make any sense. Like, developers, they complain about having to do too much work. So why the fuck would they do more? This is the funny thing. Gamers think that, no, Sony's on top. So developers are going to go out their way to do more work so Sony can get parity. The fuck? Like, what the fuck kind of dumb shit is that?
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm telling you, everybody in the chat, I'm hoping Microsoft comes with a badass E3 this year, and I really hope they take back some of that, that greatness again that they had with the 360. That real greatness they had. So I'm pulling for them.
What do you think that they're lacking, Fonzarelli? What do you think they're lacking? Yeah.
I've talked about it. It's the exclusives for me personally. Since that's my exclusive system. I buy all my multi-plats right now on the PS4 Pro, but now with that Scorpio looking sexy, the games I'm going to be switching over. I know I'm going to be switching over. So. I can't wait for it. E3, I hope, is going to be fantastic for Microsoft.
Right. Well, that's cool. I don't know. Anybody else on the panel? Do you think Microsoft is? Where do they need to change in order to win over the fan base again?
They need to be more aggressive, bro. More aggressive, better marketing, and get some more first-party studios, man. Shit's lacking.
I agree.
I think they need to go after the third party.
Get some third party deals in there, please.
Yeah, that's
Because listen, on the Sony side, that's all they really have. That's really pushing them forward.
Pretty much.
I already heard they locked up Destiny 2. That's a big.
Yep, that's a big one, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's huge.
And then when Microsoft does get a third party deal, it feels half-hearted. You know what I mean?
Well, you also say that it was due to the fact that they always had the weaker version of whatever that game was. So therefore, even though they had the marketing rights, it's like, it's always going to be played on PlayStation because everybody was like, that's the better version. So now that that's not going to be the case anymore, you might see a lot of things that switch. But to be honest, it's really hard to say what they're going to be doing because we know that they're basically on a blackout moment because they're not talking about shit because they're waiting for the Scorpio to drop because they're trying to look. They're relaunching this brand, right? And you can't relaunch a brand and come in brand spanking new, try to get rid of all the bad taste. Phil probably sat everybody down, was like, look, we're gonna get kicked in the nuts, man. Like, we're not gonna talk, and when you don't talk, shit happens, but this is what we got to do in order to ensure that our narrative isn't switched up. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to take this L right now so we can make sure we cement ourselves for the future. Because it's almost, to me, it's like playing, I made this analogy in some other podcast I was on. It's like you're in a game, you're getting blown out, and everybody's like, put in the starters. It's the fourth quarter. There's only 3 minutes left. But put in the starters. You're like, no. How about I just save it for the next game, rest those motherfuckers, and then bring them in for the first quarter, the next game. Like, why would I just like
bring him in for a game that you already lost?
Yeah, the game is over. Like, no, put LeBron on, put him in. Like, no, the fuck, what's wrong with you people?
Right. That's one of the things that I was saying, that Xbox is quickly trying to get rid of the generations as quickly as possible. I know that some people will still look at it as generations when you see the PlayStation 5 or but the mid-tier systems is the thing that's going to kill it. And PlayStation has also jumpsuit as well when they had the PlayStation Pro. Now you got the Scorpio, and even though people are trying to make out the Scorpio to be like the new Xbox, but it's not, and and that's what the thing I wanted to ask you guys. And I mean, you already been answering. It was basically about should Xbox go for the third party, or should they, because Phil said himself that the first priority is first party games. And so if they're going to go all first party games, that would be the main reason why they kind of let the third party go. But do you think that hurt them?
Well, I think a lot of third party developers might be more on board with this Scorpio just because no developer wants their game being showed shitty. We can all agree with that.
Right.
They want their game showed to the best of their ability. You know what I mean?
So
I think. Yeah. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we hear you.
Yeah, we hear you. It's just that, I think that they do need a couple of third parties. Now, we knew Red Dead was going to go to PlayStation. They let that be known last year. Destiny, we thought that was up in the air, but PlayStation snagged that up.
I think they got like a 10-year deal, don't they?
Well,
not for third party, but for Activision, yeah.
Yeah, for Activision.
Okay. Gotcha.
Right, and then there's a lot of money, and then also
wait. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Well, then Santa, we know Call of Duty belongs to PlayStation, in in that aspect, retrospect. But I really was thinking that Battlefront could they could possibly have Microsoft could have have a chance to go after Battlefront, and they already they got Battlefield, and then you go ahead and you get Battlefront. But to let PlayStation take care of that, I mean, Microsoft got to come out with a lot of first-party games.
Going around about that Splinter Cell. Now they may come out with a new Splinter Cell and have a timed exclusive or something.
Yeah, that'll help you.
That time exclusive shit is old news. I mean, you know what? Look, we already are hearing rumors about the new Tomb Raider coming out, and
But you got to look at it from a different standpoint. You got a new system coming out in the Scorpio, a new beast of an Xbox One. And if you throw on a Splinter Cell there, even if it's a year exclusive, that is huge. That
is huge, but not lock it down. Lock it down. Enough of the
convictions. They might as well. Why not?
Yeah, lock it down. Don't
birth.
Yeah, don't.
From the Xbox.
Yeah, you know what? That's the thing that trips me out is that PlayStation locks their shit down. You know what I'm saying? They don't let it go anywhere. It stays with them. So what's the point of spending extra money just to have that extra year? When it benefits the company just to have that game where people want to buy that console for that particular game. Like we all thought it was great about the Tomb Raider situation, because really it kind of bit Square Enix in the ass the way that they double crossed Microsoft by saying, "Oh yeah, it's coming before anybody even knew about it," right? So, and then when it goes to the PlayStation, it didn't sell worth jack shit. It sold miserable. Yeah, it was too late. So now the opportunity is like, look, PlayStation fans seems like they're not really too much into this game like they are Uncharted. How about you go ahead and you sign a deal with us? Lara Croft can stay with Microsoft. You got the money, and now of course it's up to the developer themselves. But if you give them a fat enough check and lock some of these third-party games down to make them exclusive, that's a win. That shows people that you're serious.
Do you guys think that this leak stifles the excitement for it though? Because it's like, man, we know the whole list, like everything they're gonna say. This can only play into.
If it was real. If it was
real.
Well, there's gonna be some of these games here, so yeah, it's
not really. Look at it and tell, but
because we knew we were gonna see those games, we just didn't know where. You know.
I mean, because these are games that's already announced already. We already know about all of these games. So
Yeah, it's not like there's no.
It's not like a surprise.
Yeah, it ain't like it's like what's that game that? It's like not like it's like siphon filters on that list or some shit like that. Like
Well, that's the good thing about the Microsoft side, because we really don't know what they're gonna pull out.
Yeah, it's completely just.
It's exciting.
I mean, we hoping that all this stuff happen right with Scorpio and games releases and all that stuff like that, but we really don't know. Like they can come out at E3 and not have anything, and we're like, look, y'all, here goes some more backwards compat games and a controller, but you get a new console, but the game's coming out in 2018. I mean, just to kind of build excitement for that, and it's just like they could easily do that. I mean, of course, I don't think they will.
Right.
So, but you know what? It's not like they don't know. Like they do know what the atmosphere is and what gamers been asking for. So,
right,
oblivious to what the hell's going on.
Well, it's a lot more easier to entertain the PlayStation fan base. I mean, it just the fact. I mean, you can show a game 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, and you could keep showing that game, just show different parts of it, and the PlayStation fan base will still be excited. There will not be the media will not jump down their ass and say like that, like we just read, we've seen that video where they were talking about Cuphead, and I'm like, how many times have we seen or heard about Persona or the number of Uncharted? Come on now.
See, I don't think we're clamoring for Persona necessarily. It's games like The Last of Us 2. Now, I get excited for that game every time I see parts of it because I loved that first game. That game was just amazing.
Console seller.
The story was just amazing.
So in a game like that, but Persona, I could care less.
Right. So but that's the thing though. I mean, when there's games that's new IPs and you already have the media already shitting down its throat before it even gets started. I mean, Quantum Break, Recore, really? I mean,
probably ain't even played them.
Yeah, they probably didn't even play it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm not understanding. These are good games.
Are we going to get Cuphead this year already? Because I've been waiting for Cuphead.
It's coming. It's coming for sure.
It's this year for
should be
sure.
around June.
Scorpio.
I blame that on developers, man.
Yeah, I mean, they wanted to add. I mean, from what we know in regards to Cuphead, they wanted to add some platforming levels instead of just because it's going to be like a boss type game. It was going to be like platforming between levels and stuff like that. They wanted to add that because they felt like it would add value to the game, and so they need extra time in order to get that in. I personally understand that, because I know what it's like to need time. But come on, I mean, they should have never.
With the art style, that is one of the best looking games. Just because of the art style, I love that old cartoon style.
Yeah, no, that's really crazy. Now, well, we'll just move on to the next topic, but we're in between the topics, so all day, do you have your topic of the week?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Ready for it? All right, let's go. What was the first game you completed more than once? That's the first question. Second question is, what was the most disappointing game you purchased? Everything last gen. Last gen and before.
Oh, gosh.
I'm going to say, man, I be playing Fallout too many damn times, man. Fallout series. Because I didn't even fuck with Fallout. Somebody put me on. Shout out to Murderous One. And then after that, I mean, you can play good and you can play bad. And then it's just so many different variations of that game that you can play. And first I played on normal, then I played on hard.
Then I played with Fallout 3?
Fallout New Vegas. Oh, no, I'm talking about Fallout 3, the first one. Yeah, no, Fallout 3.
Gotcha.
So, in the game that I purchased the worst, oh my God. It's Call of Duty Ghosts, man.
What?
Trash.
Oh, Call of Duty Ghosts.
I bought that game. I turned it in the next day. With me, I always finish the Call of Duty campaign, but I did not finish this campaign. They suckered me in with the dog. I was like, oh my God, I got a dog named Riley. But I turned it in the next day, never touched it since. I never regretted that. I spun, and I was standing in line. Oh my God.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, it must have hit you hard. Then you in line for the game and everything.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Before we get to the next person, man, Hebot's going through the Discord hell. He's trying. He made an account and everything. I told him.
The Discord purgatory.
Yeah. He's in purgatory. He's trying to get in, and I'm trying to talk to him, try to get him through it, but it looks like it's almost a no go. He gave me his name, but yeah, we can go ahead. Whoever you're gonna ask to answer that question all day, but I'm just laughing because everybody, when you first try to get on Discord, it is you go into purgatory unless somebody guides you. But it's a fantastic service, man. I appreciate Jay Centuries for hooking us up with this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Popcorn, leather jacket with the greasy hair, man. Well, Franzarelli, it's on you, bro.
So the game that the first game I completed twice was None. I complete games and then I'm done with them. Complete.
You just had to be the oddball, huh?
I'm sorry, but even if it's a great game, you know what? It's good the way it is. Like I can't do it twice because I'm good with it, you know. So
Not even New Game Plus, nothing.
Nah, I just sit there and I go, man, that was a great fucking game. And I walk away feeling great, you know. And
it's like watching a movie a second time. You don't want to,
I don't watch too many movies a second time either. It's very rare. But and the game that I bought that I hated most was honestly this generation, Battlefield Hardline. Man,
that game sucks.
That game is fire, man. We're gonna have to play sometime. Hell yeah!
I played the multiplayer a few times with friends, but damn, that single player was so bad.
It was so cringy, bro. So campy. So the writing was so fucking. Spit on that.
My buddy played it. And he's like, "That was a great game." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
You probably watch episodes of Baywatch too.
I love the I love Hardline's multiplayer, man. I love the multiplayer. The single player is pretty bad, but yeah, it's pretty bad. But yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Man. I know my boy Bananas is over here just tripping out because I mean that boy put in work on motherfucking that game.
Oh, man.
Go ahead, Delilah. It's on you.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, the game that I got so many games I've played over and over again, but I'm gonna pick one that's so just like touched me so much in regards to like challenging and everything, and that would be Ninja Gaiden. Because I played Ninja Gaiden on Xbox, on OG Xbox, and I beat it. Then I wanted to go back and beat it again when Black released, when Ninja Gaiden Black came out. And I had to play it again and beat it again. Absolutely loved that game. The controls to me were tight, fluid. Took me a while to get around the camera, but absolutely loved that game. And the other question was about game I don't like. The
most disappointing game.
Disappointing
that you purchased.
Actually, I agree with Fonzarelli because there's a lot this gen that I have been kind of disappointed with. But if I had to pick one, it would be Crimson Dragon because I'm a Panzer Dragoon fan, and I was hoping that Crimson Dragon would be good. And it just, to me, it polished. It wasn't there for me, so I was really, really disappointed in that one.
Brought up Panzer Dragoon, love that old game.
Panzer Dragoon was amazing, and Crimson Dragon for Xbox One, it didn't do it for me. Like I feel like something with it is missing. And so what I tried to do was like I played Crimson Dragon and I went back to Panzer Dragoon, and like Panzer Dragoon just controls feel so much more tight. Like they feel more fluid. I don't know.
It was
it's crazy because that game's so old in comparison. It's like you could just carbon copy the gameplay, plug it in, gave it a new skin, and we've been good. But they didn't do that. So they tried to give it these sort of like upgrades and stuff like that, and to me it just kind of watered down the game. So definitely Crimson Dragon.
Oh,
it's on you, live.
All right, so we be talking about our favorite game first.
Well, whatever you want. It's either
now we talking this gen. We talking like Nintendo time and shit.
We're talking any time, bro. Just any time before this time.
He could say this gen or last gen. He said it doesn't matter.
All right, to be honest, the game I probably played the most wasn't a good game. It was just because I was broke. You know, when you're like 11 years old, you play what you got.
Right.
I probably played, I think it's X-Men Wolverine to death. That's when he had three. He had 2 claws. He didn't even have 3. He had 2 claws. and those motherfuckers would it was the craziest shit. If he used his adamantium claws too much, they would turn to fucking bone. I was like, what the fuck? How's this? This is such bullshit. I watched the cartoon. But I played the shit out of that game because it's one of the only games I had. Now, a game I love that I played the shit out of is probably Batman, between Batman, Arkham Knight, not Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum, and I think it was Splinter Cell.
You completed them more than once?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was Splinter Cell, Double Agent, because I kept on trying to save my man and it didn't work. Fucking mad as hell. I played that shit multiple times trying to save him. I'm like, come on, man. Why the black man gotta die? This is bullshit.
Black man gotta die.
But let me see. What was the game that I regret?
It's a lot, but
I tend not to. I try to look and check on games. Game I regret.
You know,
I don't think it's a big game. The game I think I regret the most is probably, I think it's Flash and Floods or some shit like that.
The game that you bought and
survival
you put it in
Flame and Flood or something like that. It's like an indie game. Wait, say it again? All day?
No, it's just one of them games you put in and you're like, you know what? This game fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it. I mean, and the game might not even suck to that degree. Just,
no, it has to suck, bro.
It has to suck. Oh, okay. It has to suck. Donkey dick. Okay, I got you.
Hardline.
Oh yeah, there you go, man. Watch out, man.
Yeah, but I didn't buy a Hardline. That shit just came free.
I put the most hours in last year. What was it? The last year in Hardline. When it did that little chart, on that on multiplayer,
because I buy Xbox exclusives, they don't really suck like that. Let me see. Damn, that sucked.
Record.
No, I was like, I put mad time in Record.
I'm joking.
What the fuck, man? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. You gotta choose another gen because this gen is hard.
No, I said no. It's supposed to be everything before this gen.
Oh, Crackdown 2 then. Crackdown 2 was shit.
Trash.
That game was shitty. I was mad as hell. I was like, hold up, how the fuck is the first one?
Oh my god,
way better than this shit. It looks better. It plays better. Like how the fuck?
Different team. That's what happens.
Yeah. I was like,
team.
Thank God they came back.
Team.
The original team came back. Shit.
Yeah. It's like that's what's going on with Mass Effect right now. Different teams, man. They just they stop doing it.
Are we talking about Mass Effect? Because I want to.
Well, yeah, we gonna talk about Mass Effect here after this.
Okay.
Well, the first game I ever completed more than once was 2 games. Like I'm talking about more than once. I'm talking about at least 3 times a piece. Was Halo 1.
Oh yeah.
I am Brad Wilson.
Yeah, Halo and Metal Gear Solid for the PS1. I played those 2 games.
Halo.
Like no other.
Did you just say Halo for the PS1?
No. I said
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation 1. I was just so mesmerized by that fucking game and motherfuckers turn off your TV and all that. And, it was crazy, bro. That was an experience I'll never forget, man. I know like that stuff.
Yeah. Even though that wasn't the first game to do this shit.
It wasn't. But that's just the first one I played. Yeah. And the most disappointing game I ever purchased had to be Red Faction 2. My God.
Oh wow.
That game was.
Yeah, it was a disappointing from the first Red Faction. First one was fire.
The second one. Remember, because they had one on PS2, not that one.
No, I'm saying the first. Yeah, it was a disappointment from the first one. Yeah, Red Faction was great. The first one was really good.
It was so fire. I mean, I just sit there and break. Whoever thought a sledgehammer to a wall would be fun. You know what I mean? But I mean, it was great. The destruction was great. That second one. Bro, I don't know what happened down there at THQ, man. It was really bad, bro. But yeah, that's mine.
All right. Well, I guess this is my turn now. So let's see. A game that I played constantly and wouldn't stop. I mean, Hardline. Hardline was the shit, but it wasn't Hardline. Of course I would say Tekken because I play Tekken, but I can't do that 2 weeks in a row. So I'm just gonna say, it's an old game. it was actually the first game that got me into die-hard gaming, and that was Rygar on the NES.
Wow.
I could not. I had to kill that lion-headed motherfucker. I had to kill him, and when I killed him, I wanted to kill him again, and so I played it like 3 or 4 times. And that game was really, really extremely hard. And I got it to the point to by the 4th time that I beat it, it was cakewalk. Like I knew exactly how the enemies was gonna move and everything, and I just loved. Yeah. And I hated the. I would have put the new Rygar that came out like in the 360 PlayStation 3 time era because it was that bad. Oh no, it's PlayStation 2 that it came out, that Rygar, but there's still way worse games than that. And the game that was the worst of all time for me, and y'all guys are going to be like, no way, but it was Resident Evil Nemesis. I said, this is a piece of shit. After Resident Evil 1, after Resident Evil 2, I was so hyped. That was the first time that I ever bought like, a collector's item and shit from that. And it actually stopped me from buying collector's items because I was so disappointed in Nemesis. I was done. I said, and it made me stop playing Resident Evil until Code Veronica came out on the Dreamcast. Yeah, and it got me back into the love of Resident Evil again. I was done, and I mean, it was years later. It wasn't like when Code Veronica first came out. I mean, it was years later. So yeah, that left a bad taste in my mouth. That was one of the worst games I've ever played. I mean, there's so many of them, but that was horrible. That was horrible to me. God, I hated that. It broke my heart because I was so in love with the Resident Evil series.
Code Veronica brought you back.
Yeah, Code Veronica definitely brought me back. It was so good. I thought that was the best one. Yeah, I thought that was the best one.
Did you guys buy that 20-year anniversary pack for all the Resident Evil games?
No, because they jumped it back up to $51, which is still a good deal.
$20.08.
I was gonna cop it.
I caught it. Every single Resident Evil game and the DLC.
That's
Man,
great.
I'm good.
Start with Nemesis.
Yeah, start with Nemesis. Start with Nemesis and move on down. Yeah,
I collect games also, so for me, it was like, I gotta get them all.
Oh well, come on, man. That was such a good question all day. That was such a good question all day. Give us one more bad game, because the bad games there were so many of them.
Oh, all right, we'll do one more.
All right. Okay.
Resident Evil 6.
Trash. Woo, wait, that's trash. You smell that?
Yeah, that smelled bad. That smelled real bad.
It should have been first person shooter with some zombies, man, because that was not scary.
Yeah. For me was which was another game. It was games that was really disappointing that I loved a lot, and that last Twisted Metal was piss water.
They hyped it up too.
I know. I was like, and I'm not a big fan of clowns. But there was something about Sweet Tooth I could tolerate. You know what I'm saying? I hate fucking clowns. I can't stand them bastards, right? They should all be exiled. You know what I'm saying? If Trump is going to build a wall, he should build a wall of fucking clowns. But that's the thing right there that's just like, all right, Sweet Tooth is back, you know what I'm saying? Mustafo, all of this good shit coming back. And I played it, and that I had to take it back to GameStop, man. That was so disappointing. I was like, and then you never even heard of it. So actually, that would be one of my highly anticipated PlayStation exclusives to make a comeback. I would be touting that if they brought back Twisted Metal.
Yeah, Shaq Fu was another bad one.
Ooh,
We enjoyed it.
that was hard.
It was all right.
Yeah.
It was good bad. It was good bad.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was good bad. It was good bad.
Yeah, it was bad to me.
Well, I have another game, but I need you guys' help with this one. Y'all gonna help me out? Can we get in the Kumbaya circle with some brownies?
Yeah.
Which one?
All right. I don't remember the game. I seen it in a magazine. This is about 1999, maybe 99. I'm not. It was about 2002. My bad. 2002. And there was a game that because when Xbox Live first came out, it came with the headset or whatever and the subscription, whatever. So there was this game. I think it was called Spec Ops. I think.
Oh yeah.
And you can use your headset mic to talk to the chick, and she'll do like actions for put away her gun, bring out her gun, jump. Like she would do. You can make command calls and stuff like that. Bro, when I tell
I
you
don't-
this game was fucking atrocious.
I don't remember the name of that, but that reminds me of an old Sega CD game called Sewer Shark. I hated
Oh wow, Sewer
Took
Shark.
it back.
Man, I love my Sega CD. Damn, yeah, Night Trap and
that. Sewer Shark? No.
Sewer Shark
thanks.
was garbage. I loved Eternal Champions. I was always begging.
Yeah, Eternal Champions was dope.
I was always hoping that somebody would try to, revitalize that franchise, because that was they had such a cool concept. But of course, they
That's
went
a
away with
lost
the
cause,
dinosaur.
man. You might as well get that one up.
Hey, the Don, he's a developer. Hey, man, start working on that. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass out there and start working on.
Mecha 2 is trash as well.
Oh yeah, that game was that. Yeah, if you bought that
Oh
whole
man, Fusion
thing.
Frenzy 2. Fusion Frenzy 2
Oh,
was
that shit was
trash.
Oh
trash.
yeah.
The first one was so good. I like the first one was fun. 2, like, changed teams. They changed teams again. That's
Okay.
what happens.
Oh, and another game
my
that I
God.
played a lot of, and it's the best icebreaker game of all time. Lips. Everybody, Lips is the best.
Jason,
Ice-
please.
Yes,
Hey,
Lips.
Get this motherfucker out.
Lips is the shit. Oh my
karaoke
god.
I agree.
Yeah, it
I had
is.
so many parties with that game.
Thank you. That
Oh,
game.
yeah, I got both mics. One the
Hey.
white mic with the little lights on the bottom.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, and check it out.
Party all day.
The game was so hot. Like homeboys with that when they was meeting new chicks, they would come over to the house and they was like, hey K Dog, hey, for real. I know this sounds crazy, but man, could you put on that game and when I bring this chick over? And I was like, hell yeah. And that was like the thing, man. It broke the ice because these chicks, they love to sing. And they had these songs, and then like I bought tons of music for that shit. Man, it was, and when you got drunk, oh my God, like I'm trying to sing Marvin Gaye, like, you know what I'm saying, for real. It just sounded like it was mating calls. It was so, man, it was wild. What's up, man?
Other than being a pussy getter, like, really, are you really playing that game just to be playing that game?
Yeah,
You ain't in
man.
your house playing fucking Lips and Lips.
I was
You be like,
before-
yo, I gotta
I-
practice.
I
Last
was-
time
I was
rusty, shorty
playing-
thought I was a square.
I was playing Lips by myself, singing Duran, Hungry as a Wolf in that motherfucker, because I was practicing, because I was always in competition with people. And man, like they had rap songs and shit in there, like, they had Tupac and they had,
Right.
It had a nice little lineup.
yeah, they had a
Some
great
people do so much
lineup.
with that. They
Yeah,
can do a
yeah,
lot with that.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just-
that's why I hope they brought it back.
Can't make it.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, I'm all man, 100% man, but Lips is the shit.
Playing Dance Central by myself.
I
My
got-
wife
I
walking
got-
in, like,
I got hair on the chest.
exercising, like,
I'm a
what
man,
you doing?
all
Like,
man. But Lips, I'm telling you, Lips is where it's at.
I'm
It's
working on my
the great.
moves.
Great party game.
Yes.
Another trash game I just thought about since you was talking about music was Def Jam Icon. I'm done.
What'd you
Oh,
say?
yeah, that wasn't very
Def Jam
good.
Icon.
Def Jam Icon. After coming from 2, shit.
Yeah, man, those games was hot until they
They
did
say
that one.
shit. Oh.
He stressed
what
it too.
Now, you know what happened was, I guess, that company was Akai or Akai, the company that did the grapple system, the whole engine with in WWF WrestleMania 2000, and they did it. What else did they do? No Mercy. That whole fighting engine. They went out of business, so I guess that's why they couldn't, replicate the Vendetta and Fight for New York.
Hey, Mega, you
Changing
still
the
got your
teams, man.
PS2?
Changing the teams.
What'd you say? Yeah, yeah.
You got a PS2?
Yes, I do.
I'll,
Yeah.
I'll send you my daughter's copy of High School Musical 3 with the microphone.
Hey, bro, no, we can't do that. No Zac Efron. Because my daughter loved that game, and matter of fact, like they was like to play SingStar on the PlayStation, but then when Lips came out, I'm like, let me try this. I loved Lips a hell of a lot better than SingStar, man. It was just. Man, when you shook the mic and you was getting down, man, and they made you do little dance moves and stuff, shit, it was, man, it's fire.
You made you good to go.
You good to go. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, you just don't know. But anyway, okay, so we got like
we know
7
who
minutes.
have house parties around here.
Exactly. We know how to have a good time. Look at these chumps in here. That's whack. That's shit. You put that in there, I bet you, if you got a wife or a husband or whatever, and you put that on, it's gonna be on and popping, because there's gonna be a song in there that they like.
Playing that game with a skirt on.
Nah, bruh. Like I said, I'm all man. I didn't put no skirts on. I just now Now, this was the only thing that could have been suspect was the fact that like there was that I like this song. It was called "Take on Me." I forgot who sung it.
Oh God.
Yeah, and then you had to hit these high notes. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta go. "Ah!" I was like, oh my God. So yeah, and then like how we played it was that whoever won, because you could go head to head, whoever won would pick that song. So like my ex, she would always pick that song "Linger," and I wasn't going to try to sing that shit, but when you got drunk, you would still try, and it was a horrible thing, man. So
we get it next time.
Okay, all right. Okay, so last topic before we get out of here, and that is about Mass Effect. Is it fair for Mass Effect to get all of this hate? Is it fair for
Yes and no.
when you compare Horizon Zero Dawn and for the problems it has for its facial animations and things of that nature, they give it a 9.3, 9.2, 9.5, and then Andromeda has the same type of issues, but yet it gets a 7.7. Okay, Delilah, go ahead. You go first with it.
Like I said, it's more to it. I don't want to spoil the game because I know someone on the podcast hasn't played it yet. But yeah, I think it's more to it than that. And also, you got to think about Horizon Zero Dawn was in development for how it's been in development for forever. So it's no surprise that game is super polished, and it still have issues with voice acting. I mean, it should be perfect, right? It should get its 9s and its 10s with the amount of development time it had. I hate when people start comparing games, and they comparing it to games that only had like 2 and 3 years of development time. It's a huge difference. Huge difference. Yeah, that's all I got to say on the topic. I really don't want to go too in depth with Mass Effect. I'm still playing through it myself.
Are you enjoying it?
So far, I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a great game. I'm still kind of early in the game. The gameplay though is sick. Like it's tight. Like the controls and everything. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
Live wire's ready. Live wire's ready. All right, Live wire go.
All they already know.
We was playing
the powers and stuff are really good.
We was in the party playing. We was playing like we was playing co-op.
Yeah. So the only thing, I guess the only negative I'm seeing like immediately is the side quests. They seem kind of just there. Like they're not really adding to the experience to me. But that's it. I'm enjoying the game. And the side quests to me they're not, like if you look at it prior to Witcher 3, that's what they were. I mean, they're not doing anything different in my opinion. Prior to Witcher 3, Witcher 3 set the bar so high to now everybody expect that the side quests on all these games are supposed to be super, super deep and in depth and have, full on stories and stuff like that. CD Projekt Red just did an amazing job with Witcher 3, and it's putting everybody off their game. But
yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, but that's all that matters is that you enjoy the game. You think the game overall is dope.
So
okay,
yeah,
would you recommend it to other people?
Stories picking up and everything. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
I would recommend it.
Okay, Lady Infamous, on to you.
Yeah.
Have you played Andromeda yet?
I played a little bit.
Okay, so what is your thought about this? Is the animations so bad that the game should not be purchased, that people should stay away from it?
No, I say personally, me just like for the price to go down.
Okay, all right.
Because I was hyped. Before I really even played the trial, I was hyped for the game. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But when I actually played the trial, don't get me wrong, some pieces of the game look gorgeous as shit. You know what I mean? And it's a long story, and sometimes it's strict like it's dialogue, exploration, shooting, dialogue, exploration, shooting. But I haven't played the other Mass Effect games, but I've seen how it looked. I've seen one particular YouTuber, he did all the Mass Effects. I watched them all. For me, the facial animations from that game is a downgrade compared to 2,
exactly.
3.
So why are they complaining? That's the part I don't get. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Anthony.
Yo, preach now. Go on now. Woo! Boy, Delilah about to get started. Go ahead.
So like I said, but what I think the score was a 74 on Metacritic or something like that in the 70s, and I think user score was a 6. I'm like, yo, that ain't fair because Horizon Zero Dawn had the same. I think that's the game.
Yeah.
that had same issues. They couldn't sync up the voice with the lips. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they gave him a 9. And no, it's not fair. But I'm gonna tell you like what someone told me a long time ago. Life ain't fair.
Okay.
Ain't fair.
All right.
But when that price go down, like maybe $40 or maybe $35.
It's gonna be in the vault pretty soon. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So I'm a copy though. But
Okay.
I can't afford $60, $60, $60, $60, $60 on these games that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to really be extra critical on what I see in a game. So
Right.
no, Mass Effect ain't worth $60 first pay. But I would suggest somebody to play it when the prices go down, so you get your money worth. So you don't have to nitpick everything about the game and then get upset because you pay like what $89 or $79 for the Ultimate Edition. Because the future is it ain't gonna be $69 no more. I mean $59. These gold and silver edition of games is coming, and I'm gonna have to be personal with my pockets. Got to be real critical, but it got potential. I'm just waiting for the price to go down.
Yeah, well, that makes perfect sense. That's cool. And then, you know what? I was going to type this, but I'm going to say this so you guys can hear this. Lethal, Papa, and Wendy, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all both my people, man. I really appreciate the support from Papa and and Wendy is, we've chopped it up. We was actually, they're going at it. They're going at it. They're going at it. And you know what? And Wendy was one of the first members of the next podcast. I don't know if Papa knew that or if anybody knew that. And I've been chopping it up with Wendy for a long time. And so these are both my people, man. I appreciate both of these guys' support. So I don't want to see you guys tripping out like that. Y'all be calling each other two-faced and all that. That's cold-blooded. No, man.
I know y'all seen that Twitter video. I'm gonna be a black dude, man. Hey, check this out. Shake hands, man.
Yeah.
See, they laughing at you.
Yeah.
Laughing at you. Shake hands.
Cold-blooded. That's it. Yeah. I'm sipping on a little bit of this. You know what? They got some
at the end of the day, it's video games.
Yes,
Exactly.
this organic
It's fun.
vodka.
It's for fun.
Have y'all heard of organic vodka?
Pray for K-Mag.
From Hawaii?
Oh my god.
Yeah. This is the liquor store where I went to. They still cooked me up with something.
With a cork on it.
Mm-hmm.
But she know the bottle. Boy.
Yeah, well, it's a big old circular bottle, and it's
blue.
Yeah, it's
and it
blue.
has a cork on it.
Yeah.
It has a cork on it.
Yeah.
And it's from Hawaii.
Yes, we're both alcoholics. Anyway. No, let me finish. Let me get everybody else's points, and then we're about to get out of here. Okay. No, that's all right. Livewire. I know you excited about the game. Go ahead and say what you got to say real quick.
All right. So after I don't know how many hours I playing the game, but I put a decent amount. And after playing a lot more, I noticed that the games have two different tones from the original series to what you have now. The original series, Shepard was way more serious. He was a commander. You know what I mean? You know what it reminds me of? The difference between Marcus Phoenix and JD. Because you're talking about somebody who's a kid in Mass Effect Andromeda who just became the guy, and then you got somebody who's like been the man and just takes on the role of continuing being the man as far as Shepard. He just got a promotion. That's all it is in the first one, right? The first series. So that's what's different. But the game is still dope in its own right. It's just, 1 through 3, you're like, all right, we're fighting this war. Right now, we don't know what we're dealing with. Right now, we're just dealing with exploration. We know there's some bad guys that we keep on running into, but we don't really know why. Well, at least I haven't gotten far enough to really know why I keep on running into these guys and what their motives are and agenda is. All right. But what I tell you is they've integrated a lot of shit into this. Like if you haven't played the multiplayer, you are doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah,
that shit is fucking dope, yo. That shit is fucking fire, yo. The motherfucking multiplayer is a horde mode style multiplayer. That shit is crazy.
Did you play the multiplayer on 3?
Yeah, but no, this shit is better, bro. This shit is because it's vertical. Like you could just jump around. Like the shit is crazy, man.
It's got a Halo feel from my understanding. I haven't played the multiplayer yet. I've just only been.
This shit is dope. And then you have the in-game multiplayer that contributes to the actual game. So you have your strike team missions. All right, so you got regular multiplayer. You just play with random people. You rank up and blah, 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 whatever, right? Then you have in-game multiplayer where it's like specific missions. It's almost like Destiny.
It's like Horde.
It's more like not Horde. It's more like raids. Okay. But they tell you how long everything takes. It'll be like this mission is going to take 3 hours to complete. This mission will take 1 hour and 20 minutes to complete. That's like at minimum. This mission will take 50 minutes to complete because it's like they give you a timer and it's like either survive this time or you have to catch this person before that time. You know. Nice. So there's a lot of that shit going on and based on your completion of the mission, your passing or failing of the mission determines whether or not you get the reward at the end, whether it's armor or whatever the hell the case may be. So, you know, it's different from the other ones. And I can see how some people could be intimidated by it because especially if you're not looking at if you play just the trial, you don't even understand that Essos is fucking huge. Like that map opens up. It just keeps getting bigger. Like at first you don't see anything because everything else on the perimeter is blacked out. But then as you progress through and they're like building more shit and there's more that you have to go back into that place and kind of forge through and be like, all right, we got fucking monsters and you got hazards over here. You got to build shit up so the air is better. Like that shit expands. So, I mean, to me, it's worth the $60, but that's to me, man. I just see, I played a multiplayer, single player is dope. The gameplay is phenomenal. Like the combo system, as far as like linking shit up, like I got it down to I got the charge move, and then right after I hit him with the charge move, I shoot that motherfucker with the shotgun. Bam! Yo, shit is amazing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I don't even have to ask you. You recommend this to other people. I already know.
Oh yeah. So my boy just got it.
All right, cool beans. So okay, Fonzarelli. What Smackavelli? Y'all remember that song? That was the jam. Anyway, Fonzarelli, what's up, man? Have you played Mass Effect at all yet?
No. And the animations and stuff, that's all trivial bullshit. I mean, honestly, if you look at the Mass Effect, because I love the series, it's one of my favorite. However, if you look at that series, they've got a bunch of bad animations here and there too. I mean, do I have to even bring up the dance by Shepard? Come on, it's horrible. You can look it up. There's memes on it and shit. There's some terrible animation in all these games, so there's nothing new there. However, there's some good looking animations in this game as well that I've seen. You know, and that's trivial, but the reason why I'm not playing it is because I'm boycotting it over the racist developer, the racist statements he made. And to me, I want to say that, you know, I don't mind people buying the game and everything, having fun. That's cool. I have my own
on some of that because I ain't heard nothing about that. Right?
I have my own convictions, you know, that I have to stand behind. I don't care who he's talking about. It doesn't hurt me personally. He was talking about white people, but that doesn't hurt me like personally. However, I've been, you know, my dad.
Who was talking about white people?
That's what I'm trying to ask him. What happened?
One of the developers in Andromeda, he was on Twitter and he talked a whole mess about, you know, white people just going on and on for like the past, I don't know, year or so. And BioWare has
I'm joking.
Here's the thing. To me, I got to tell you, my dad is of color. My dad is my stepfather. I grew up where I saw racism firsthand with my dad, and I'm not down with that shit with anybody. So when I made my video about this situation, I talked about just in general racism. I don't care, because for me personally, I don't care who you're talking about. I don't like it, whoever it is. He could have been talking about Chinese and it would have pissed me off. The fact is, it's racist, and it shouldn't have been tolerated. And at the end of the day, you don't eat where you shit, you know. And this guy basically, you know, is talking so much shit that I decided, you know what, I'm not going to give you my money, BioWare, because you stood behind this guy, and that's why I'm not going to do it.
Well, that's
a big deal.
Yeah, that is a big deal. You know, that's commendable. I mean, I felt the same way about Sapella and how he You know, I mean, he didn't say anything racist, but how he acted around Titanfall 2. I mean, I still bought the game, but I made sure the price was at a price that I thought it was reasonable. So I'm not mad at you for that at all. I mean, you know, I did not read the article, so I'd like to a little bit more about hear more information about that. Yeah, share that, because I definitely want to know as well, because I think anybody, and it doesn't matter what color they are, if they're spewing out racist bullshit, then they need to be exposed regardless, and that's just a fact, up and down. So okay, we're gonna go to you all day. What do you think about Andromeda? Are you do you recommend it?
You want regular all day or petty?
No, I mean, you know, you've been petty all damn day, so you might as well just go ahead and just keep on.
Petty ass.
Petty ass. All right, now,
like anything.
Hey, check it out. The game, the story. I mean, I'm not invested in the story yet, and that might be because I'm not familiar with it. It's brand new, but there's no excuse for, you know, it's like licking sandpaper, man. They talk so dumb. It's like, I just want to skip past everything they say. Like, some conversations I feel like don't need to be indulged in. Like, there's a lady sitting outside, and she's just twiddling a baton. Hey, I don't want to know about your backstory. I don't know about your life. I just want to fucking shoot shit. Sometimes I'm in that mood, but
you can skip it, right?
yeah. So I'm saying, oh, for sure, my hands stay on the X button.
Yeah, that's always been.
But you know, it's just a story. Hey, Shepard, yes, we're going to that. It's just fuck. Shut up. Like, you guys talk like you just. They literally sound like they're reading all the time. You know what I mean? Like, there's no in the characters. You know. But anyway, animations don't really. I mean, they bother me. Yeah, but I mean, the gameplay. If it wasn't for the gameplay, I wouldn't even play this game at all. Like, the gameplay for me is where I'm having the most fun. Okay. It completely built off the previous games, of course, and just perfected it to me. I think the combinations, all the abilities. I mean, I asked Livewire. We was in a party last night. I was oohing and on because I did my first, you know, combo. Now, because one thing they took out the game was, I don't know if you guys played previous titles, but you're able to pause the menu, kind of strategize your attack with your teammates.
Right, yeah.
They took that completely out, and I was kind of complaining to Livewire, like, you know, I kind of don't like that. I like to kind of strategize when I'm gonna, you know, how I'm gonna attack. But then I sat there and I told them, like, you know what, they probably did that because they give you, the players, so many options to how to, you know, plan your attack yourself.
Yeah, you know, you use man OP, yo.
Yeah, you OP. You have all the powers at your disposal. You know, you can have set profiles, set weapons. You know, so I mean, do I recommend it? Yes, but I'm gonna tell you one thing: I am getting open world fatigue. That's why I haven't been going super hard in it. But I'm, you know, so right now, like, I'm playing Ratchet and Clank right now. I'm trying to play something linear, and then probably later tonight I'll hop on Mass Effect. But definitely, it's a decent game to pick up, man.
Cool, no doubt. Well, I've played, you know, I got it on the hardest setting, and I still haven't got too far because I keep getting killed. Well, you know, I love playing hard, man. I like the challenge, and I got a little bit further than.
How about you wait until you actually have some shit?
Because that little drain thing ain't working for me, Jack. I'm over here. I'll hit them with it. They're like, you silly petty fool, and them creatures just come and just blast my ass. And then if they don't have, if the dudes with the guns don't blast me, they got them fucking dog things that come at you.
I hate that thing.
Yeah, it looks like something from from Pitch Black, but with you can see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they in the daylight. I can't stand them things, but you know, it's the animation's just beautiful. The graphics at some points are just insane. You know, the voice acting is better to me than Horizon Zero Dawn. That's a fact. I mean, I'm like, if you got you're an ethnic person. You heard what I said.
No, I want you to repeat it one more time.
I said the voice acting is better than Horizon Zero Dawn. Legendary Mega. Get that right. So, I mean, when you got an ethnic person, here. There, you know what I'm saying? You don't take the time to get another higher ethnic person or at least a white person to talk ethnic. You know what I'm saying? Well, now I should say ethnic, but you know a person with somebody, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself. Look, I don't, you know what I'm saying? You got Bob from around the corner. You could have got, if you're going to make it a black dude, you know what I'm saying? You got to get a black guy and play the role.
Same token, they had a white guy that sounded black in that game too.
I understand. So it's crazy. The voice acting in Horizon Zero Dawn, you cannot.
It's a mess.
It's a mess.
There's some good and then there's some
right.
It's like in Horizon Zero Dawn, the main story missions, usually the voice acting is great. But then it's not great. Okay, let's say it's good, right? It's the side missions and the merchants and all these little side quests you do. That sounds like, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, the game has got the same type of similarities. You know, facial animations is not always, they're hit and miss. Same with Andromeda. So, I mean, I don't understand why, the game is not getting the love that it deserves, because everybody on this panel has said the game is great. Or, not say great, but they said the game is good. It's fun. Right, that's all it is nitpick.
But that's on all.
Right, because Horizon Zero Dawn is a dope ass game. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, because if you're in a game like Mass Effect, you'd be like, yo, why the fuck is this guy talking like he's from Ireland when he's been in space his whole goddamn life?
Yeah. So it's cool, man. So anyway, we're gonna have to wrap it up, man. I enjoyed this. These topics, and especially me talking about lips. Anytime I can talk about Tekken or lips, we all good. So we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. We're gonna go ahead and let everybody have their sound offs. We're gonna start with the lady herself, Lady Infamous. Go ahead and say say good night to everyone, and let everybody know where they can find you at.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us, talking about shit and games. This is Grown Woman Gaming, man. IntermediateGaming.com. Just check me out. YouTube, Lady Infamous 415. Twitch, Lady_Infamous 415. We're gonna do some Skyrim tonight. And if you can always check me on my Xbox Live gamer tag, Lady Infamous 30.
Nice. Woo, dang, she just did I know every other word was a cuss word. Like, I thought you supposed to be professional. Jesus, you've been sipping. You've been sipping on something. What you been sipping on, Infamous?
Not a damn thing. I want to eat some cheeseburgers.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, no, I know you hungry.
I've never heard anybody do a podcast with a pistol in their hand.
Wow. Anyway, oh my goodness. Anyway, we gonna move on to Mr. Petty himself, the most petty of them all. Let everybody know where they can find you. Probably somewhere in the sea, searching for some crab or something to eat fresh.
Oh, man, I got my net fresh.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead and say what's up to everybody, and good night, and where they can find you and all that good business.
Yeah, so you guys can find me on Twitter. It's Video Theory. Make sure you guys follow me. I'm always here for you guys. If you guys need any advice or need any money, I'm the one to call. But no, check with, huh? Well, she said, hey.
I'm going to hit your Twitter up later,
Hey, thanks everybody for coming out and watching us. This is the 7th episode, K-Megan?
Yes, 7th episode, man. Seventh. And
it's going good. I'm enjoying it. The panel's great. Thanks, Jay, for coming again. Man, you got to become a permanent member because you was here on time, other than like me, so you might take my spot. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's all good, though. I had a good time. You can find me on Video Theory on Twitter and All Day Digital on YouTube. And, Razor Blades and more plates.
Absolutely. I don't know. That must be a West Coast thing. I don't know about no razor blades and plates. I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, you don't know about the razor blades and plates.
I know about the razor blades. I'm trying to be professional here. Please. Okay. Let's Yes. We gonna have to hurry up and let your ass go get on out of here. Anyway, Live Wire. Let everybody know where you are and what you do and how you do it. And man, you didn't have no crazy outburst. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, one, I had already eaten, so I was calm.
Okay.
And
awesome.
this is your boy Live, the man that does the one-man shows on fucking YouTube. Check me out. Live Wire.
He's accepting applications. Hit him up.
Yeah, word. Yeah, but nah, it was fun, man. It was good times, man.
Nice.
Talking about games.
Yeah.
Like
That's where we are. We gamers up in here, man. And we're going to move on to Fonzarelli. Man, glad to have you on again, man. You give a different perspective that's not as crazy or bizarre as All Days, but you give a good perspective. You know what I'm saying? You well spoken of how you do it, and man, I appreciate you coming on, man. So tell everybody where they can find you and what you got going on.
Everything According to Me is my YouTube channel, and talk 90% gaming and 100% just weirdness. Anyway, you can see, go to it and look at it or not. It doesn't matter to me. But yeah, I enjoy the show. I enjoy, coming here and being part of this podcast. So I appreciate the invites, and I love everybody here on the panel. They're great people. So I'm just glad people are watching or listening, whatever they're.
Oh.
Yeah, they're doing something. If they're listening, complaining, fighting in the chats, whatever the case, but they're here, so we appreciate that. So no doubt, man. We're glad to have you on again, man. So anytime you want to come on, man, and give your voice, lend out your voice, you're always welcome here. All right, so we're gonna move on to the lady, one of the last of the. Well, damn, I can't talk. You know what? This ocean.
But he's about to say the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah, I was about to say the last of the Mohicans, man. I was about to bring out my Indian side on y'all's ass. Anyway, Delilah HD, let everybody know what's going on with you, what you got going on, and
it's me. Just keep it real simple. Delilah _HD. Follow me on Twitter. That's it.
Nice.
On Fridays, K-Mega time.
Yeah, it's K-Mega time. Yeah, and you know what? Hey, check it out. GRG Game Night is back in full effect. Give me about 30 minutes so I can freshen up because I'm about to beat some head. I'm about to beat some head in, man. We about to do some Killer Instinct, and then right after that, we're gonna do some Gears 4, and that's when they're gonna start getting their revenge on me. So anybody that wants to come and join us tonight, man, I'll be popping on in about 30 minutes or so, and then we can get this show popping. Everybody, thank you so much for being on, and appreciate everybody for listening, and for the people that will listen later on, man, we really definitely appreciate you, and we can't wait until we do this again next Friday. So everybody have a good one. Peace.
Have a good night, you guys. What? What's the favorite cereal? What's the best cereal?
What cereal?
No, I said I'm telling everybody, eat the best cereals, man.
Okay, I'm really cutting this off now because I thought you was gonna say something serious. All right, everybody, eat the best cereal. Cornflakes is the best cereal.
Golden Graham.
No,
Hey,
Frost.
on the next show, I will explain my slogan. But we out this bitch.
All right, man. We're really out here, and then there won't be no after chatter because I'm gonna cut that shit off too. Anyway, we out, man. Peace, everybody.